Hello my friends and welcome to my channel Artsy Not Fartsy. Today I am trying a to me new brand of rubber stamps and stencils called Carabelle Studio. And as you can see, the images are quirky and lovely, just the way I like them. Today we are creating an art journal spread with a small hint of Easter but mostly spring feelings. Ironically, as I am making this voiceover, big snowflakes are filling the air. But let's get into this project anyway and get our dose of spring no matter the weather. This time I am working in my 6x6 dinawakley craft journal. The paper in this journal is amazing but thirsty, so that's something to keep in mind when choosing the mediums you want to work with. The first thing I do is to bring out my blade and cut off 2/3 of one page, and using that leftover piece to make a tag, so nothing goes to waste. I stamped my images off camera with a permanent waterproof ink. This time I'm actually going for a more muted color scheme, so I decided to color my images with distress inks, and the color combos I choose will be like a thread through this project. For this little bunny sweater, I'm using Kitsch Flamingo and Spun Sugar, and I use that combo for his cute cheeks and in his ears as well, before I use Rusty Hinge, Wild Honey and Mustard Seed for the bunny fur. For my next bunny, I'm using my pink combo, and I use mustard seed yellow for the pattern on his lower body. For my last bunny, I'm using Rusty Hinge, Mustard Seed and Squeezed Lemonade, and for his cute little spots, I'm using my pink combo again. For this cat's body, I'm using pumice stone and frayed burlap. For the cat's outfit, I bring out 4 muted blue inks in Speckled Egg, Stormy Sky, Weathered Wood and Faded Jeans. I use Wild Honey for the fish on his tummy and every other stripe on his sleeves, and for the remaining stripes I use Kitsch Flamingo Pink. This next cat has wings, and for them I use my blue combination. Then I color his fur with my orange and yellow combo. For the dress, I bring out 3 purple inks in Shaded Lilac, Dusty Concord and Villainous Potion, and for the skirt on the dress I use those muted blue inks combined with the purples. This little house have little heart wings and I color them in pink. Then I use my purple trio for the house and blue for the roof. For this little bird house I use my blue inks and my orange and yellow inks for the roof and stick. Next we have a bird that definitely won't fit in the bird house and I color its beak in orange and its head in orange and yellow. I give the bird pink eyeshadow and a pink color on the dress. Then I color the upper part of the dress in purple, the lower part of the dress in yellow and the boots in pink. And I use all those colors for the socks. I color the second bird pink and for her outfit I use the blue, pink and purple combos. In one stamp set I find a carrot and color it in orange, and I also find a little flower and I color many flowers in different color combos. I color many carrots and flowers, and when I have all those images colored, I move on to coloring the butterflies. And for the butterflies I feel I need some shimmer. So I bring out a bunch of Distress mica stains and a dilution shimmer spray in colors that will match the rest of the images with some extra shimmer, of course. I have Harvest Moon, Tangerine Dream, Winterberry, Cocktail Party, Fortune Teller and Hocus Pocus, and I put a few drops of each in my little bowls. I color my butterflies with those shimmer sprays in different combinations. So let's work on the background, and to counter that thirsty craft paper I use clear gesso to seal the paper and give the colors I will use something to grab onto. Next I have distress paint in speckled egg and a dilution stencil with a large diamond pattern. Thanks to the clear gesso, I can do this technique where I brush on the paint, put my stencil over the paint and use a baby wipe to wipe off the color showing through the stencil. And I do that randomly in a few places on each page and the tag. So now I have that muted blue pattern to start with, and now I want to add more vibrant yellow using Distress Oxide ink in squeezed lemonade that will sit on top of the paper and not sink in to the brown paper, and Wow's lemon embossing powder. I also bring out a heart stencil from All and Create. Using a blending brush, I blend little yellow hearts here and there on my pages, cover them with Wow's yellow embossing powder and melt the powder with my heat tool. Two things make these bright hearts so bright. One is the clear gesso forcing the embossing to stay on top of the paper, and the yellow pigment ink giving the yellow embossing a base color that isn't brown. At this point I bring out my scoring board and score 2 fold lines. Then I cover the part between the 2 score lines with super strong double-sided tape and liquid glue and attach the tag so it peeks up from my journal and can be flipped open easily. Next I have some black acrylic paint and a stencil from Carabelle Studio. Using a makeup sponge and being mindful not to get too much paint on my sponge, I stencil in little black fragments of that stencil all over my pages. What you might hear in the background is not a murder or a herd of elephants blowing their noses. It's my boys playing video games, and apparently it's going well. When I have enough of my black fragments, I use the paint left to go around all edges, framing my pages with black. So now I have all my images ready and a cohesive background I like, and now it's time to start gluing, and there will be a lot of gluing, starting with these houses. Next I start gluing down an army of little flowers and later a floor filled with carrots. I glue down a flower on the tag with the last flower behind it, giving it a stem continued from tag to page. Next, I pause the gluing and show you a favorite sentiment of mine from Tracy Evans and All and Create, saying quirky happiness, stamped and cut out. I used it on a mini card for All and Create and my heart wanted to use it again. Okay, so back to gluing again. I glue another house on the back side of the tag covering the other house, and then I glue down a bird house and some carrots as well. Then I start gluing down my main characters, the bunnies, the birds and the cats, spread out so they can make friends with other kinds of well-dressed animals. I continue with gluing down my shimmering butterflies here and there, brightening up my whole design. I glue down the words quirky happiness in the middle of the tag, and then I feel I need a few more happy words. So I bring out a quote sticker book from Art by Marlene and choose one saying, "Let the sunshine in," and glue it down on my last page. And I feel I have balance. The last thing I do on these pages and tag is to glue a butterfly on the back side of the tag. And now, these Carabelle Studio mixed media spring-inspired pages are done. Thank you, my friends, for being here and sharing this process with me. Until the next time, happy crafting!